Yo, what up, my guys? It's Coach Duran, and today I'm gonna go over 5 top things that you might be doing that could get you knocked the hell out. You've probably heard this before, but I'm gonna emphasize it because it's super important, and that's keeping your chin down when you're boxing. All right? So as I say in boxing, look through your eyebrows. I'm not really looking through my eyebrows, but what that means is that you're looking up. Your chin is down, you're looking up, as if you're looking through your eyebrows. So get into the habit of everything you do, whether you're on the bag or you're shadow boxing, prepare yourself, train yourself to look up through your eyebrows and knock your chin up like this. Okay, a lot of beginners have a problem or a bad habit of training like this. Those bad habits go into sparring and they get themselves into big trouble. Is make sure your jab is fast and snappy. I say this over and over to my guys in the gym. I say it on my YouTube channel. The jab is the most important punch in boxing, but a lazy, telegraphing, non-retracting jab can be your worst enemy. First, I'll demonstrate a good jab. Okay, you see all the elements of a good jab. It's fast, it's snappy, and it retracts. Okay, let me show you a lazy telegraphing. Non-retracting. I don't gotta explain to you. I think that picture speaks for itself. I'm wide open. Anybody in your range are gonna hit you with a good right hand or a good overhand. Again, get into the habit. Go in front of the mirror. Your shadow boxing. Work on bringing that jab back to where it started.
Hey, you want to cool down? I'll have you for a cool down.
Turning away from your opponent when those punches are coming at you. And that's just a natural reflex. Don't stress that too much. If you're a brand new person coming into the ring, it's okay. But you have to train yourself to keep your eye on your opponent and what they're doing at you. If you have guys who are too aggressive and they're constantly coming at you and you're green, you're new, it's going to be hard to get rid of that habit of turning away. You know what I'm saying? So you need to have good people to work with, a good coach, a good whoever, to work with you. So one of the things we do for beginners is to do some slow sparring, okay? We'll throw punches at each other for the really green guy, but very slow, so they can literally take their time, be calm and relax, and watch those punches, you know, parry, block, roll, whatever. And then also there's drills that we do. So we may do what we call the technical sparring, where we might throw a simple combination back and forth. So it could be the 1, 2, 3, and then you would throw the 1, 2, 3 back at me. So even if we pick up the speed, it doesn't really matter because I know exactly what's coming. So you throw the 1, 2, 3, I could parry, slip, roll, or block, 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 or parry, wedge, wedge. So that we can pick up the speed a little bit, but the key is not to be under stress, because it's hard to learn something under stress and you're constantly worried about getting hit. So it's called technical sparring. This is what we do, and so any reasonable gym will help you do to get used to keeping your eye on a target. And I want to add one more thing. Make sure you exhale, because we're normally exhaling when we're punches, but a lot of beginners tend to inhale because it's very stressful when they're getting punched. So constantly learn how to breathe on offense and on your defense. So look, you always hear it's good to go to the body in boxing. There's different ways to go to the body. There's the uppercuts to the body, there's the hooks to the body. But right now, I'm going to talk about the straight punches to the body, because I see a lot of beginners, they're doing this. So they're punching down with the jab, or they're punching down with the cross. That's a good way to get yourself a knockout real easy. So again, I don't have to really explain, just look at that for yourself, boom. So what I train my fighters to do, and what I'm telling you, I'm stressing on you guys, is to calm down when you throw your punch, and throw your straight shots parallel to the ground. So again, that picture should tell you I look pretty safe there. You come back with something, I got my chin tucked in behind my shoulder, and I'm good. Same thing on the jab, I got my chin on this side, and I got my glove on this side. So obviously you can see that's a better position to be in. So calm down, the rule is calm down when you punch, don't punch down. Okay, if we're talking about hooks or uppercuts to the body, that can be very tricky as well. Because as you see, when I'm throwing a hook to the body, again, there's a big opening there. I throw a left hook to the body, there's a big opening there. So that requires a setup, a good timing. You can't just walk into somebody and throw that body shot. You're gonna have to slip a punch to get on the inside. So for instance, a left hook, I can slip the jab, boom, to that hook. Okay, on the other side, the right side, I can slip the jab this way, come back with the hook to the body. So those body shots, they need to be set up. There's other ways too, you know what I mean? You can jab your way in. And if your opponent got their guard real high, you can stick that body shot in, 2 or 1 or whatever, and come back up top. But I'm always gonna stress that when you go to the body, finish up top, because the whole point is to bring the guard down, hopefully knock the wind out of them, and then you can get a big shot up top to the dome. Going into close range into the pocket with a mid-range stance. So let me explain. So in boxing you have 3 ranges, okay? You have the long range. So the long range, I need about 2 steps to come in and clock you. You need 2 to do the same to me. At the long range, okay, this is where you see fighters, you know, drop their hands, whatever. You can stick out your chin, do whatever you want, because you're not in danger of getting hit. And by the time your opponent makes an advance towards you, you can escape. All right, so that's the long range. Then the mid range, I need 1 step to reach you. You need 1 step to reach me. 1 step. All right, and that's normally for beginners. You should have this stance here, okay? The jab, hand in front of your nose, right hand on the jaw, and you can execute all your punches, okay, from that stance. All right. Also your defense, boom, boom, slip, roll. Everything can be executed right here. Your hands up. That's the mid range, and then you have in the close range, in the pocket. Another word that we call it. So in the pocket, there is gonna be contact, okay? Just imagine 2 bodies here, boom. If you guys are sparring, you already know what I mean. 2 bodies, you're either here or you're behind the shoulder, because there's gonna be contact. No matter what happens, there is going to be contact. So you need to be properly protected, your guard tight. You know what I'm saying? So what happens, a lot of beginners, they're going into the pocket with the mid-range stance. So imagine this is my opponent right here, this imaginary person, and I walk into him like this. So you can see how that's a problem. You know what I mean? What you should do is, as soon as you get to that mid-range, you tighten up your guard. So here, and make yourself small. So by making myself small, what I'm doing is I'm gonna bend my knees, lower my center of gravity, and immediately I take away a lot of my midsection just by making myself small. So if you can see right here, so my liver, I could take that liver away from you, my liver, your left hook, I could take that away just by leaning and making myself small. I don't have to compromise my guard. I don't have to parry, I don't have to do nothing. I could just stay in my guard, and I could take my liver away from you. So what we find is a lot of beginners, again, and this is something that has to be corrected by an experienced coach. Sparring with your buddies is not gonna cut it, because you need someone to correct your mistakes. Understand, again, there's 3 ranges. You have to understand that every range has a different skill set, a different mindset. You know what I mean? My mindset at the long range is different than my mindset in the close range. Okay? The tools I'm going to use on the long range or mid range, not necessarily the same on that close range. Close range, obviously, I got a body on me. There's going to be a lot of pushing. There's going to be a lot of shoving. I'm going to look for the uppercut up the middle. I'm going to look for hooks. I'm going to try to push. I'm going to try to clinch. I'm going to do whatever I got to do. It's going to be a different game, a different fight on the inside than on that mid-range or long range. All right, my guys, so I hope that was beneficial. If you like this video, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And please go ahead and check out my course, coach.roundboxing.com. I have a full boxing course from A to Z, from beginner, green, all the way to golden gloves, elite, fighter, competitor, and so on. And finally, I want to say that we are now hosting club shows, boxing events ourselves, amateur boxers in our city. So on September 10th, we are hosting another show where we'll have our showcasing our own fighters, our boxers in the city, and we're going to put on a good show for everybody. We will try to have something live stream, whether it's on Instagram or whatever else. We'll figure that out. But if you're in the city, come check us out. If not, look for us online. Stay blessed.